Hey guys, okay, so we are outside, like I bet we are maybe a half a mile from the Las Vegas Strip. Okay, we're in a very industrial area. I was introduced to the concept that these people are doing, and you know, I'm a backyard farmer, first year urban gardening. These guys are doing it on a very different scale and a very different way. So I wanted to start out here because, first of all, this is Rachel Windman. She's
Hi everyone.
The co-founder.
It's my first time on Facebook Live. Hello to everyone out there.
So, and I'm just so excited. I forgot to almost introduce you.
We're really excited to have you. We're really excited to have you.
You can see in the background maybe this framework, and these are going to be greenhouses and not your traditional greenhouse. These are greenhouses that are going to, they basically produce.
Yeah, you know, we specialize in boutique greenhouses that will actually be the first right off of the Las Vegas Strip here in Las Vegas, Nevada. When we go inside, I'd be happy to really take you through our unique, you know, differences and what we're really bringing to this community.
So it's fascinating to me. So we'll go inside now because I wanted you really to see that this is urban. Like, it's very urban, very industrial, but they're going to grow food here.
If you come around here, you'll see the Las Vegas Strip.
Yeah, I mean, like, the strip is right there. So anyway, so follow us inside.
Right.
So follow us inside, and we're going to talk a little bit about what they're doing here because it's uber cool.
Come on in. Welcome to our what we call our urban seed headquarters. We have a research and development facility not too far away from town, but this is really going to be our headquarters to reach the community, service Las Vegas hospitality community and Las Vegas chefs, and it's exactly 1.9 miles away from the Strip.
I knew it was close. But the cool part is they also have a foundation side, a charitable side. Yeah.
Yes, we have the Urban Seed Foundation.
Yeah, a charitable side. And so as a result of the research that you're doing here and the stuff that you're building, you're going to actually help model solutions for food deserts, for urban city, where it's hard to get produce.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we want to make sure, you know, as a company, you know, on one side of our business, we're really focused on bringing the hospitality community really consistent local produce. And on the foundation side of our vision, we are very focused on eliminating food deserts in Las Vegas, utilizing innovative technology to create access to food that we don't have right now for a lot of people in the Las Vegas community and all around the world.
So you said it's a $2 billion food.
Yes, it's a $2 billion food market here in Las Vegas.
Because of the casinos and the restaurants and the tourists. And 99% of that is now currently brought into the city.
Yes, right now 99% of our food is brought into the city and imported. So solutions like this just allow us to be a lot more self-reliant in our own food supply. And as a community, and what we've seen, which you'll kind of see inside our office, you'll see the liveliness and some of our culture. But what we've seen is that food really binds communities. And we're really just trying to make food fun and get it out there and yeah, having fun while we do it.
And so you're basically growing produce. I mean, non-GMO, fresh, like without pesticides, without artificial lights, like with water, with air, with with just
you know what? Let's go inside.
Let's go inside. I'm so excited.
I'm going to answer all those questions. And come on in. Welcome Facebook. Welcome the world. Come on out. This is our little office we like to call home. We have a really fun team that works out of here. We are really focused on really bringing the community in here for presentations. We'll take you into our conference room in just a minute. But over the past year, we've been bringing all different community members, from legislators to nonprofits to everyday people that just want to learn about how the future of farming is going to take place, how you can actually grow food in the middle of Las Vegas, and do it in a really sustainable way without using a lot of water and a lot of resources.
Because, I mean, in Vegas, we have hot days, like 115. There's very little water. The soil itself is not good. You have to really...
Yeah,
if you're going to plant right into the ground, the traditional way, the soil is crap. I mean, it's desert soil.
You
can't grow
it's challenging.
conventionally.
It's very challenging.
I mean, I guess you can grow conventionally, but it takes a lot.
And we support all different ways of growing food. We support local farms. We support garden farms. We support all different ways to tackle how we're going to feed 9 billion people over the next 30 years with using less land and less water. So the systems that we've built are really focused on that problem. How do we feed really large markets and large populations of people without draining a ton of water and a ton of land and using a ton of technology like artificial lighting and things like that. Obviously, when you go into other climates, you'll need to use artificial lighting. In Las Vegas right now, we're going to showcase with this property growing actually in greenhouses and using 350 days of sunlight that Nevada gets.
350, I believe it. Yeah, like it's a rare day when it's cloudy. We all go outside, we're like, it's cloudy. It's cloudy.
We have a lot of beautiful sun here, and so growing in greenhouses in Nevada is a really sustainable and economical way to grow. And then we've one of our other co-founders and the primary founder of this company who built these systems, Keith Bell. He worked on these systems for over 11 years now. He built the system from the ground up with his team of engineers and really built a system that allows us to grow inside of a greenhouse in the middle of Las Vegas. So,
and then I saw from your, because it's a desert.
Yes.
And I saw from your website, and guys, go check it out. It's Urban Seed, like seed in the ground, plant a seed, urbanseedlv.com.
Urban Seed Inc.
Oh, sorry,
Inc.
Urban Seed Inc. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
that's okay. It's okay.
It's Inc. But 90% less water than conventional farming.
Yeah, here we can go also right here too, so a little bit.
Come on over.
Give you guys a little bit more tour. So yeah, we use 90% less water when growing our fruits and vegetables. And so that allows us in a community like Las Vegas to grow in the middle of the city. So we're not adding to any drought-stricken areas. All of our systems are comprehensive closed-loop systems. So that means that the water is replenished, recirculated, they're closed-loop. So we don't just keep taking from the land. And so we're able to do that through the process of aeroponics.
Okay, so it's not hydroponics, it's something a little bit different.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah, so it's in the same family. They're cousins for sure. Because they both utilize the concept of water solution as a nutrient delivery. But with aeroponics and the way that we do aeroponics, we actually fracture the water to 4 microns, which allows us to really create a fog. So if you can imagine a dense fog surrounding the root ball of the plant, which really allows us to get 100% coverage, and then it also allows the plant to only intake exactly what it needs.
Wow.
There's no, you don't have to, you don't have to guess. The plant gets what it needs. It also allows the plant to receive the nutrients a little bit more efficiently. So we get really nutrient-dense produce right here in the desert. And right now, lettuce. We have over 45 varieties growing right now.
That was one question I thought about. So I've seen like home models of this, and they grow greens, but you can grow more than greens. You can grow?
Yeah, we're starting out of the gate with a lot of different varieties from herbs. We have fennel, arugula, all different types of lettuce. We will be the first to do root vegetables aeroponically. We developed a proprietary cup that allows us to, hold the weight and really allow us to grow vertically. And that's going to be really exciting. So these greenhouses here in Vegas, we'll be doing over 45, 50 varieties out here, which will be the widest variety here in Nevada.
It's amazing. So let's talk a little bit about some of the other benefits I know. I was looking at your website. I watched all the YouTube videos, which I never do. I never watch the videos. But it's fascinating to me because it's less, you get the food quicker. Because, like you said earlier, 99% of the food that comes into Las Vegas to be used in the hospitality is imported.
Yeah, so you are receiving the plant a little fresher. So we're shortening the distance from seed to plate. And so really with us, you are getting seed to plate. We do everything. We seed ourselves. We grow our own seedlings. So for food safety, for food connection, when you're eating urban seed produce, you're going to know the grower that grew your food. You're going to know what music was playing when it was growing. You can click on a social media post and see your salad as a seedling, and it's really changed my life. I mean, me just working in it and connecting with the plants on that level, it's really, really different. It really is. When you know it and it's innate, and people, everyone with home gardens, you understand. Anyone that's ever touched food, it's innate.
There's something about it. When you're actually, like, I used to always tell my kids, when I stick my fingers in the ground, it's really grounding. There's really something to it. And just this summer, picking my own tomatoes and stuff, it was very, I don't know, just like it was more whole.
Yeah, it's a connection, and I think we really feel that we're going to save the world through that. We feel that happy people, which we have a really beautiful company culture at our company. We really try to build a place where people come to thrive and grow and learn, and we feel that creates happy people, and happy people create happy plants. Happy plants create happy chefs, and when there's a happy chef, it's a happy world. So we really have this kind of ecosystem approach to how we work within the community, how we engage with it. We've been working with the Las Vegas community for over a year and a half. If anything, if there's anyone watching, they can probably give a presentation on it better than I can now. So we've really co-founded this with the community.
I mean, and one thing that's a big discussion now is food waste. Like, how much, like, greenhouse gases and how much is actually wasted when you buy at the store. It's true. Like, as much as I try to plant, I always have those 1 or 2 cucumbers or something that end up
stuff.
And so like this cuts down.
It cuts down on a lot of different food waste. That's one reason we really wanted to work with the chef community right from the beginning. They see the food system firsthand, even before you or I do. They have to call every single day and source produce from all over the world to get it here to feed over 40 million people a year, 24 hours a day, keep wondering where it's coming from, keep needing that. We're a very high demand city. And so with that, food transportation, when food arrives, because sometimes coming 1,500 miles away, they have to see crop loss just in their box. And so we really wanted to reach the community through the chef voice. I trust my chef. They tell me a tomato's great. I'm all over it. So we really, and no one cares about food more than the culinary community. They know how plants grow. They know
what it's supposed to taste like.
They know what it's supposed to taste like. They know that there's over 300 varieties of carrots. Not 2 or 3 that we get in the grocery stores. So we'll really get to bring a lot of variety to the communities that we come into. We're starting in Vegas, but we're moving across the world. We're already looking of where we're expanding. Our food will never go across state lines, but urban seed will. We have a Vegas Saves the World, but we want to activate the local boards in every city. We have Houston Saves the World, Vegas Saves the World, LA Saves the World, and Urban Seed will come and work with that chef community and that local community. What does that local community want for its produce? And we can bring our technology there and really, it's very connected,
Cool. Now I want to go in because you showed me some lettuce that you picked this morning, and I want to show you guys. So one more stop, and then I'll let you guys go.
Welcome to our conference room. I might echo a little bit.
We are echoing a little bit, but I want you guys to see this lettuce, and plus I love this table. I'm in love with this table.
This is where we give a lot of community presentations. Educating the community has been a huge focus of ours, so definitely check out our website. Email us if you'd like to come in for a tour or a presentation. We're always happy to educate and activate. It really takes a community effort, in all of this. So.
Cool. Okay, so this was picked today.
Yes, so this is super exciting, and I was here this morning at 5 a.m. when this was picked. With our harvesting and distribution teams, delivering our first test runs, some of our first test runs to the top, 25 restaurants here in Vegas. Really getting some amazing feedback from our chef community. But the fact is, lettuce is a cold weather crop. We grew this in over 100-degree weather.
Yeah, it's been very hot. It's been very hot. Yeah.
And not with supplemental lighting, using natural sunlight, doing it really sustainably. And have a bite. You tell me. You can notice a difference between farm, this is 6 hours old, grown in the middle of the desert.
No, it's not bitter.
Not bitter.
You usually expect bitter.
Yeah.
And it's no water.
No. Sweet.
That's amazing. And one thing she told me is this will last 3 weeks. Because the produce that you buy from the store, there's no way. I'm lucky I get my greens to last 4 days.
Yeah, we extend shelf life from its normal state anywhere from 10 to 14 days. So, it stays, depending on the varietal, it stays really, really fresh when you actually get to have food delivered, right onto your plate same day.
Because basically you're cutting out all of this transportation, right? It's basically, this is you, or this is you, and this is the consumer, versus having to come from Chile or Mexico. And that produce is all good.
It's all great produce.
Yeah.
It's just a long way to travel. And if everyone figures out local food, and we now have solutions that do that, it's good for everyone. We just don't need to travel. We all get local food for everyone. We just don't need to travel. We can have food close by. And if we have food close by, we really feel the byproduct will be really bonded communities, really easy connections with food. It's really hard to be healthy, do all these things. I went through a big weight loss transformation. I lost 60 pounds. It's really challenging with the food habits. I was raised with really crappy food habits. I'm now seeing what a connection does. I now love salad. I didn't like salad.
This is actually good.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I was I ate that like a bunny.
Yeah.
And I think that will be awesome. If it can happen for me, it can happen for anyone. So.
And so let's take a minute and talk about on the charitable side.
Yeah.
Because I know I was so shocked to realize that over 60% of kids in Clark County, which is Las Vegas and this huge surrounding area, participate in the school food. Basically getting their foods from school.
Yeah.
So when they go home, sometimes they don't always have food at home. So you're discussing making vegetables more accessible within those food systems, because right now those food systems are so taxed.
Yeah, it's really challenging. Everyone's doing their best. These are just really big challenges when you have large populations, lots of kids, and no local food. We have systems now that, we can place these anywhere. The goal is through the foundation is to really eliminate food deserts here locally first. Make sure that hunger is no more in Las Vegas. If we have a unique way to grow food, let's create some new access, new connections. The foundation's already built 18 garden beds in North Las Vegas at Somerset Academy. We had a huge seed day with 300 students, and it was probably the most touching day of my life. You see kids collaborating, innovating together, telling us they think there's a better way to do something, and not fighting over who's doing what. Just working together naturally.
In the dirt.
Watching seeds grow, taking so much ownership. So that education early on, mixed with the access, then as they get older, there's consistent access to produce, then we can really shift paradigms. And so the foundation, we actually have our very first, we just founded it, in January. So we're really young in the foundation. We have amazing leadership within it. And they've already, built gardens. We have our first gala this Saturday. And then this will really generate funds to eliminate hunger, eliminate food deserts, put some greenhouses at schools, create food production at schools, so that the access is right there.
That's amazing.
So
I could talk to you guys about this forever, and we might come back because there's so much here. So it's very cool, this community initiative. Thank you, or this company that's
please come back. Please come back and visit us.
Yeah, to completely change the face of how our food is produced.
Yeah.
So thanks, guys. If you have any questions, I'm sorry we haven't been necessarily addressing them during it, but shoot us those questions and I'll try to get them answered because this is completely fascinating. So, and also check out their website, Urban Seed Incorporator, Inc. Right? inc.com. And then their foundation, Urban Seed Foundation. All right, see you guys later.
Bye, thank you.